Hello and welcome back to Off-Grid Homestead Our Way. My name is Melissa.
I'm Grant.
And today I'm just going to show you how I make my clabber culture. Clabber culture is what you add to cheese to give it its flavor. It isolates the bacteria to give it its flavor when you're making cheese. So typically there's two kinds of cultures that you would use. There's others, but these are the two that are for the cheeses that people buy normally. And it's a Mesophilic culture, and then there's Thermophilic culture. Now, Mesophilic culture is a low temp cheese, and the low temp cheeses, for example, are your cheddar, your jack, your brie, your Gouda. Those are some examples of when you'd add this culture to make that cheese. That's a Mesophiliac. Okay, then we have the Thermophiliac. Thermophiliac culture is for higher temp cheeses. That's for like your Parmesan, your provolone, your ricotta type cheeses. Okay, so this, what I'm making, makes them all. And you make it yourself from your own milk. I'm going to be making some cream cheese, some cheesecake next week. So I'm going to make some culture that I can use to make my cream cheese. And then also, I think I'm going to make some jack cheese next week too. So I can use the same culture for both. So it's wonderful if you have access to milk or fresh milk from a cow or from a farmer. Okay, so this is kind of like a 5-day process. So we're going to come back to it and back to it. What all you're doing is fermenting your milk, kind of like a sourdough starter, same concept, and I'll go through it with you. So I have a sterilized jar here. It's a pint jar. I also have a coffee filter, and then I have a rubber band. Okay, so we're just going to drain the milk into the pint jar. Okay, perfect. And all I'm going to do now is cover it. And I'm going to set it in a warm spot in my house, in our house, so that it starts to ferment. And it'll probably take, the first fermentation takes the longest. It's probably 48 to 72 hours. So I'll see you back in that time and show you the consistency and what to do from there. Good morning. Welcome back. So we're doing clabber culture, and I'm showing you how to make the clabber culture so you can make all your cheeses. Okay, so this is what we have. It's been 48 hours. And if you notice, the milk has, you've got your whey down here, and it's shaky. It's become kind of jelly in a way, the milk. So what I'm going to do now is, if you open it, okay, I'm going to open it, and on top I have my cream. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this to the side here. And now what you do is, I'm going to take a nice tablespoon here, okay, of the white curd. All right, and I'm going to put it, this is a sterilized jar. I'm going to put it in there. I'm just going to put a little bit more in there to make sure I have a lot. So I'll put it in there. And then now what I'm going to do, that's all you need is a little bit. Okay, now this is the discard. All right, this discard is actually very nutritious. And what I can do with this is I can mix it all up, and I can use it like in anything for milk. I'll put it in the fridge, and or I'll give it to the chickens. I'll probably give this to the chickens. It's very nutritious. It has a lot of protein, and it makes them have a lot of eggs. So that's probably what I'll do with this discard. But all I need now is, this is how much I need to re-ferment till tomorrow morning. Okay, and then tomorrow morning we'll do this again, and then I'll go from there. Okay, so that's what we do. Okay, so I put the culture, or the curds, a tablespoon, into the sterilized jar. Now I'm going to add milk again. Again, fresh milk. It has to be fresh milk every day. And what I'm going to do, whoops, I've got the wrong one, is I'm going to fill this again. with milk. And then I'm going to ferment it again, but this time it's only 24 hours. Okay, perfect. So that's what I have. I'm just going to to mix this up a bit. So, we'll mix it up so it gets all in there. And this will ferment now in about 24 hours. And I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow. And I'm probably going to do this for about 4 or 5 days. And then I'll have the culture to make, I'm going to make a cheesecake next week. So another video, I'll show you how I do that. And then also you can make cream cheese. I'm sorry, sour cream. Sour cream. The first one was cream cheese. This one, I'll make sour cream. What I'll do is I'll add the culture to my cream and make our own sour cream. And I can freeze it. I'll go over more what to do and how to store this once you're all done. Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow in 24 hours. Good morning. Okay, so we're making clabber culture, and this is actually the second ferment. I thought it would take longer. Last time it took longer, but I think because I had it by the fire, it went pretty quick. So the first fermentation was for 48 hours, and then the second one was 24. And this is what I've got. So this is, if you notice, it has coagulated, okay? It's all coagulation, and it's all like gel, okay? There's no separation, so that's what you want. So you don't want to over ferment it, so that's why I'm just going to go ahead and go with this. It looks like it's well fed and it's ready to go. Okay, so now, so I can use this for different things, and I'll go over that in a minute. But just to clear up what clabber culture does, it's for your mesophilic culture, you can use it for your soft cheeses, you can use it for the thermophilic culture, for your hard cheeses, or you can use it for sour cream. Now, I bought these. These are, you can buy them off Amazon. These are the cultures, the separate cultures. You can buy them from a cheese store. Now, I've used these. These are not dehydrated. They're freeze-dried. They're freeze-dried, and you can buy them. They come in like packs of 5. They're like $20 each, $15 to $20 each. And I've noticed by using these that I've went through many cheeses, and for some reason it never had a real good flavor afterwards when I use these cultures. Now that's just my experience. I'm sure they're very good. Maybe I got a bad batch. Maybe I didn't do it right. I don't know. But I know that when I use my clabber culture, it always turned out really good. So what I'm going to do with this now is in my next video, I'm going to show you how I make the cream cheese for my cheesecake, and then how I store this for next time. Again, it's like a discard and you re-ferment. It's kind of like, it's like sourdough culture, if you've ever made that. It's a same concept. So what I'll do is I'll put a lid on it, and I'll put it in the fridge. So when I'm ready to make cheese, what I'll do is I will take it out the night before, and I'll re-ferment it again, so it's well fed. And then the next day I can make it'll be full of that good lactic bacteria that you need for making cheese. So that's how you do that, and that is how you make clabber culture for all your cheese needs. Thank you. On my next video, please subscribe, and I'll show you how we make cream cheese from the clabber culture. Thank you. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. Now, your clabber, before you use it, it should not have any kind of odor at all. You can smell it, and it should not smell like anything. And then when you taste it, because I always have a taste of it, and before I use it, and it shouldn't have a yeasty flavor. If it does, then you want to discard and start again. It should just taste like a light sour cream. It's actually a good flavor. So I wanted to throw that in there. Have a good day.